We welcome you back to the State Farm Fieldhouse as we continue with the St. Joseph Health postgame show. We're joined by the head coach, Buzz Williams, courtside. There's some crazy rides here in this part of Florida, in Central Florida. Universal and Disney tonight was one of the wildest rides we've seen.
That's good.
You think he might do this for a living?
Yeah, you can tell he's had a few reps.
What do you think about that comeback?
I just admire our guys so much. First game to open the tournament, and last game to close the tournament down. A lot has transpired. And all of those coach words that everybody uses, I thought were revealed. I knew we were bad in the first half in many respects. I did not completely realize we were down 21 and then outscored them 25 points from that point forward. I thought we were true to our identity. I thought we played incredibly hard. I thought we were unselfish. I thought we were connected. I thought we played with phenomenal fight. We made defense the priority. We made rebounding the priority. And then eventually we scored enough points offensively because we held true to our identity and we held true to the fight that was required. Really good team, and the numbers that mattered entering today's game, they were the 24th ranked team in the country. And I just thought a lot of guys did more and better than they've ever done, and all of it was needed to give us a chance to win a two-possession game.
One of the things that Buzz is you see these things, and whether it's adversity that we kind of create ourselves because we're just a little bit disjointed because of just what we're having to deal with and shuffling the lineup, but then the ability to stay focused on those little things that you harp on every day. And it's easy to hang your head and get distracted, but without a doubt that they stayed in the moment. And halftime, I'd be interested to know how the halftime went.
Yeah, I thought our coaching staff made some really wise adjustments that benefited us. Have really good coaches that are really smart, that are thinking what's next, as well as any group that I've ever been around. And I think that our team is very receptive to being coached. And I think that that speaks to them, but I think it's a reflection of their moms and their dads.
What about the hot, cold three-point shooting? I don't know if I've seen where somebody's shooting lights out 50, 60%, and then you turn around and they just flip it.
Well, you know, they were ninth in the country at attacking the rim through their first 6 games. 44% of their shots were at the rim, and they were shooting 77%. That's otherworldly. That's why it's top 10 in the country. And tonight, 60% of their shots came from three. And we endured a lot of those threes in the first half. And that's why it's so hard to stay committed to how we play, because in many respects we're playing the numbers. And we did a really good job of guarding the ball. Our ball screen coverage was as good maybe as it's been all year long, and we protected the rim. And that's going to give up threes. I thought we contested much better in that rotation when they were driving it in the second half than we did the first. Our guys, again, they picked up on that at halftime, and I thought that was a big part of it. I think Henry was telling me at halftime, I think the last 7 minutes of the first half they scored 6 points, and then Boots just told me that they didn't score in the first 4 minutes of the second half prior to the ATO.
And that was with free throws.
I know you guys. I know you know that we count turkeys.
Right.
It was the highest number of turkeys we've had all year. I told the guys on the presentation before the game we got to have 4 turkeys in the first half, and we got to have 4 turkeys in the second half, and that's mathematically really hard to do. And we did.
One of the things rebounding, you talk about rebounding, it's a loose ball. When
it's a loose ball in the air.
It is. And if this wasn't a perfect example of that, because it was a war on either side of the glass.
Well, I thought Jason H were fighting above their weight class. I thought Wilden's changed the game in some ways just because of his size. the most he had played. His ball screen coverage was really good. And Solo was that's the best overall game Solo has played in his career thus far, and it was needed. And
but what's interesting about him, because he's becoming so far, you talk about him being smart, he didn't want to put himself in a situation when it was he had a chance to go dunk it, but they would have come and wrapped him up.
He should have dunked it.
Yeah, I know.
And then the last time I think it had something to do with that corner over there, because the last time he caught that ball in the corner, he shot that awful shot, and then he caught the ball and should have dunked it. But he's
but he made the free throws, and I was so glad that he could do that.
He's so smart. He's a high IQ on the court, but he's ultra high IQ off the court. And I love his spirit, and I've loved him since we recruited him. And so now, when I subbed him out after shooting that bad shot, like he just uses the words I'm using, explaining to me what he knows I'm about to explain to him. So I sub him out of the game, and he says what I would say, and I go, yes, sir, that's it. Good. I don't even say anything. Just that's fine. Go to the bench. His
calmness at the free throw line, take deep breaths, bury him. But also, first, he was settling other people down.
Yeah, and I think that's the growth that he's had. He is typically the one we have to settle down. And now he's almost completely flipped the script, and now he's the one that's helping us calm down others, which is a sign of great growth.
Yeah, it is.
Buzz leaving here 6-1, coming back down 35-14 with 2:44 to go in the first half. That's going to be an enjoyable flight back home.
Yeah, just so thankful. Obviously, we got work to do. As soon as we get home, we leave, whatever it is, 35 hours after we arrive. So our staff is ahead. We'll sleep a couple hours and get back going and play another top 20 team at a place where it is incredibly difficult to win against a guy that'll be in the Hall of Fame before his career is even over. He'll be one of those types of coaches. He is one of those types of coaches. And so as good as Florida Atlantic is, our guys responded to what we needed to do in order to have a chance to beat a team as good as Iowa State was. And now, in many respects, it's the same test, except we'll add some more travel to it, and we'll see if we can beat another top 20 team or have a chance to beat another top 20 team on the road who plays stylistically different than any team in the country, and the value of each possession will be as big as any that we've played since we've been here.
Buzz, thanks. Well done. Appreciate it.
Are you going to Virginia?
Do you want me to?
Well, Monaco probably has some responsibilities on campus. He's got a podcast and
a lot going on.
He's got some other stuff going on. So
Andrew will be back.
Well, we'll check with him. We'll see what
I think he'll make it.
I know, but it's like he just dictates whatever he wants to do. Like he could have been here on Thursday, right? We played Thursday at 11 o'clock Central Time, and 48 hours later is when the football team kicked off.
He's dying right now.
Well, it doesn't take 48 hours to get from Orlando to Baton Rouge.
You can actually drive that, I think.
Monaco.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think he's dictating, like, when he's having Thanksgiving meal, when his daughter, when his son. Like, I understand. I respect that.
Coach, appreciate it.
But I think he thinks we don't know. That's why I'm saying.
Okay, well, I think everybody knows now.
Yeah. The four people that are listening, they know. And Monaco's one of the four.
You know that's right.
Back with more on the St. Joseph's Health Postgame Show. This is Aggie Basketball from Learfield.